interests courtesy of Olaf Koy. So is there a chance for a late attack? Can Vacek set a tempo that's going to prevent anyone else from taking it up down to the final 1,600 metres? At the moment, it's been a relatively controlled sprint, John.
Yeah, it has. Just trying to keep an eye on Olaf Koy. Sometimes he loses Caseball's wheel. Now it's Pinarello, the British champ, Fred Wright getting involved in the sprint. And this is down to how difficult the end of this stage was. There's going to be a mix here of pure sprinters and those riders who think they can chance their arm.
This is a late show by Alpes in the Premier Tech. They're poised in the left. They've got the numbers here. Merlier is going to follow with Stuyven in front. Just as I say, 1 kilometre to go. They hit the front. They've got the numbers, but they're also leading out Merlier, who's just unable to follow for the moment. He just gets on the wheel just in front of Mads Pedersen.
So Pedersen tried to move out of the line and join up and managed to latch on the wheel of Tim Merlier. He's got Stuyven in front. Meanwhile, it's 4 riders. Make that 3 for the Alpecin Premier Tech. Third in line for them is Jasper Philipsen. And now Stuyven is trying to move up and draw that group on the left-hand side a little bit further up. We launched inside the final 300 metres. And here, crash and riders down. Gaviria goes down. Mathieu van der Poel is going to get to lead out Jasper Philipsen. He's waiting to launch. And now is the time. Milan Fretten is also available. Merlier has to check his run, and Jasper Philipsen looks as if he's got a problem here. Here comes Tim Merlier, having checked his run. Mads Pedersen, Germain, they're sweeping left and right, but it's an easy one. In the end, it's victory number 3 for Tim Merlier. He gets clear for the Zinel Quick-Step squad and takes an extraordinary 6th career success in Tour de France, in a 3rd victory of Tour de France. And while it was a clean run all the way to the last couple of 100 metres, unfortunately, Fernando Gaviria going down, several other riders going down with him, and we see the yellow jersey delayed in his run to the finish line. They'll be picking themselves up for a while from that. We hope there are no lingering after effects and no serious injuries incurred. At least one rider from the Net Company Ineos squad clearly in some distress there. But it's joy unbound for the Zinel Quick-Step squad. They've done it again.
Yeah, chaos in the run-in. You know, they really benefited from the lead out from Alpecin Deceuninck, who Alpecin Premier Tech, who left it at the last minute. Gaviria was the first to hit the deck there, unfortunately, but yeah, they just benefited from the Alpecin team, followed, but a couple of times there I noted that Merlier had to check back a couple of times. He had to free wheel check back. He was kind of blocked in a little bit, but the door opened in the end just in time for this kind of small ramp up towards the finishing line. 3 victories. He is the fastest, and you know, unfortunately there was a crash, but what chaos we had, and you know, great racing all the way into this final here. But as we got to this stage now, Stuyven moves over, but another great lead out here from Mathieu van der Poel. Good to see the British champion up there. Just watch this moment here where Merlier, oh, this is the crash there with Gaviria, and takes down Warenscald and things. But just Merlier's blocked in at the moment. Frettan's in front of him. Gourmet is up against the barriers. But this is ideal. 300 metres to go. And that was ideal for Alpecin there. Merlier, just looking at that crash, I think it was Godon that went down there for really. Yeah, for Net Company. Went over the top, and it's the worst for wear. But as we see, it just kind of opens up, coming up slight uphill to the finishing line. A couple of times there that Merlier had to kind of check back, but yeah, Philipsen again just couldn't provide the last piece of the puzzle to deliver his first stage here. Merlier was just too strong in the end and too quick.
Oh, painful stuff for Dorian Godon and many other riders as well who have a tale to tell. They rather would not have to discuss when they're on the massage table later on. He'll roll to the finish line along with the others, delayed by that finishing crash. But what a fantastic piece of sprinting once again by Tim Merlier, having to check his run but still able to just that electric change of pace for Søren Warenscald and other riders indeed from the Uno-X squad. Let's get a look at the finale again, John. It was a remarkable thing once again from Tim Merlier.
Yeah, Merlier timed it perfectly. Koy just a little bit caught out. He was on his own. He's coming with a lot of speed. You see, even on the lunge, Merlier shares that left, but at that point, Merlier, yeah, he knew he'd won. He was clear. And again, now 3rd stage victory for the Soudal Quick-Step man. I just spotted Warenscald going across the line as well, not looking worse for wear. And yeah, what a Tour de France for Uno-X. Yellow jersey, crash, lose the yellow jersey. Then they win their stage, then Warrenskold goes down. It's what a sport. This it's a cruel sport, this cycling job.
Yeah, from zero to hero to zero again for poor old Søren Warrenskjold, and indeed Fernando Gaviria at 9th place yesterday. Looked to be in fine position to improve upon that, but just I think it might have been one of the Bahrain victorious riders just coming across him. Nothing anyone can do about that one. Just the nature of big time sprinting. Some way, somehow he finds a way through. Tim Merlier looked like he was in a bit of trouble, but cruised through. You know, Berkmoos, who was involved in a lot of the attacking action, is clearly one of those riders who is implicated by that. Gaviria is holding on to his left arm, never a good sign.
No, signifying potential collarbone there.
Well, here's confirmation of the finishing order. It's another glorious success for Tim Merlier ahead of Olaf Koy and Jasper Philipsen, third this time round. Biniam Girmay, Fretan Turgi, Canter Russo, Pedersen in the top 10. Hubart's another top 10 for him, but it's Merlier at the top of the tree.